Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to the Robot Ray channel. Today, we're diving into the final part of our series on the top 10 Jedi survivors of Order 66. Get ready for more incredible stories of survival and heroism as we count down from 10 to 1. Let's jump into hyperspace and continue our journey. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible videos. Number 10. Bode Akuna. Bode Akuna, once a dedicated Jedi Knight, transformed into a bounty-hunting gunslinger to survive the aftermath of Order 66. When Emperor Palpatine initiated the Great Jedi Purge, Bode managed to escape the initial slaughter by leveraging his quick reflexes and deep connection to the Force. Disguising himself and abandoning the traditional Jedi way of life, he adopted the persona of a mercenary and bounty hunter. This new identity allowed him to move through the galaxy's criminal underworld undetected while masking his true abilities. Bode's skills as a Jedi, combined with his proficiency in firearms and survival tactics, made him a formidable and elusive figure in the bounty hunting community. Number 9. Eno Cordova. Eno Cordova, a Jedi master and scholar, survived the catastrophic events of Order 66 through his deep wisdom and strategic foresight. Known for his intellectual pursuits and archaeological interests, Cordova was on a mission to uncover ancient secrets of the Force when the Purge was initiated. Anticipating the potential for disaster, he left behind clues and artifacts that would aid future generations in understanding the Jedi legacy and the Force. To avoid capture by the Empire, Cordova went into hiding, using his extensive knowledge of ancient sites and hidden enclaves to stay one step ahead of the Inquisitors. During his time in seclusion, Cordova continued his research and kept a low profile, all the while hoping to find a way to rebuild the Jedi Order. His most significant contribution came through his mentorship of Cal Kestis, a young Padawan who also survived the Purge. Through a holocron, Cordova guided Cal on a quest to retrieve a list of Force-sensitive children, aiming to restore hope and ensure the future of the Jedi. Number 8. Taron Malicos. Taron Malicos was a Jedi Knight who survived Order 66 by fleeing to the remote and treacherous planet of Dathomir. Once a respected general during the Clone Wars, Malicos managed to escape the initial purge, but the psychological toll of the betrayal by his clone troopers and the collapse of the Jedi Order left him deeply scarred. Stranded on Dathomir, he encountered the Night Sisters and became fascinated by their dark magics. Over time, his exposure to the dark side's power and his isolation from the Jedi principles led to his fall from grace. Embracing the dark side, Malicos sought to dominate Dathomir and its inhabitants, using his newfound powers to impose his will. His descent into madness and ambition made him a significant threat to anyone who crossed his path. When Cal Kestis arrived on Dathomir, Malicos attempted to sway the young Jedi to his side, promising power and survival in a galaxy hostile to their kind. However, his twisted vision and manipulation ultimately led to a confrontation with Cal, who resisted Malicos' temptations and defeated him. Number 7. Jennir. Jennir was a Jedi Knight who survived the brutal purge of Order 66 by relying on his combat skills, cunning, and adaptability. As a commander in the Clone Wars, Jennir was on the planet New Plimtu when the Order was given, fighting alongside the Nosorian resistance against the Separatists. When his clone troopers turned on him, Jennir managed to escape into the wilderness. His deep sense of duty and strong moral compass kept him focused on helping those in need, despite the danger it posed to his own safety. He became a wanderer, taking on various roles to survive, from mercenary to smuggler, always trying to maintain his Jedi principles in a galaxy that had become increasingly hostile to his kind. Jennir's journey was fraught with moral dilemmas and challenges that tested his commitment to the Jedi Code. One of his notable missions involved aiding the people of the planet Laranth, where he confronted the harsh realities of his new life and the shifting nature of justice and morality in the post-Jedi galaxy. Throughout his adventures, Jennir struggled with the loss of the Jedi Order and his place in the galaxy, seeking to find balance between his past as a Jedi and the harsh new reality he faced. Number 6. Hudora. Hudora, a Jedi Master, survived Order 66 by going into hiding and renouncing his former life as a Jedi. During the Clone Wars, Hudora served valiantly, often questioning the ethics of the war and the Jedi's role in it. When Order 66 was enacted, Hudora was on Tula, commanding a clone unit. Foreseeing the betrayal, he managed to escape with the help of Jedi Padawan Nora Na. With the Jedi Order shattered and hunted, Hudora chose to abandon his Jedi identity, recognizing the futility and danger of openly opposing the new galactic empire. Hudora adopted the guise of a simple trader, living a modest life far from the prying eyes of the empire. Despite his efforts to remain inconspicuous, the memories of his Jedi past and the moral burdens of survival in such a dark era continued to weigh heavily on him. His story is a somber reflection on the personal sacrifices and internal struggles faced by many Jedi survivors. Number 5. Laranth Tarak. Laranth Tarak, a Twi'lek Jedi, was one of the notable survivors of Order 66, known for her fierce loyalty and combat prowess. As a member of the Jedi Order, she served with distinction during the Clone Wars, often working in covert operations due to her exceptional skills in stealth and marksmanship. When the Great Jedi Purge began, Laranth used her abilities to evade capture, going underground and adopting a life of constant vigilance. Her survival was marked by her dedication to the Jedi cause and her determination to resist the Empire in any way she could. In her quest to continue the fight against the Empire, Laranth joined forces with Jax Pavan, another Jedi survivor, becoming a key member of his resistance cell on Coruscant. Together, they worked to undermine Imperial control and provide aid to those oppressed by the regime. Laranth's story is one of resilience and unyielding defiance, showcasing her transition from a Jedi Knight to a guerrilla warrior in the shadows of the Empire. Number 4. Jax Pavan. Jax Pavan, a Jedi Knight, managed to survive the execution of Order 66 by relying on his sharp instincts and deep knowledge of the urban underworld of Coruscant. Trained as a Jedi Sentinel, Jax specialized in espionage and intelligence gathering, which served him well when the Purge began. As the Jedi Order was being decimated, Jax evaded capture by going underground, blending into the city's vast and complex network of lower levels. He was forced to abandon his former life and adopt a new identity, always staying one step ahead of the Empire's relentless inquisitors. Despite the constant danger, Jax continued to fight against the Empire in any way he could. He formed a small resistance cell with other survivors and allies, including the Twi'lek Jedi Laranth Tarak and the droid I-5YQ. Together, they undertook covert missions to undermine Imperial operations and protect those persecuted by the regime. Jax's story is a testament to his resilience and unwavering commitment to the Jedi principles, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Number 3. Rahm Kota. Rahm Kota, a revered Jedi Master and renowned warrior, defied the odds to survive the galaxy-wide purge initiated by Order 66. Known for his mastery of both lightsaber combat and the Force, Kota was a formidable opponent to the Empire's forces. When the betrayal of the clone troopers began, Kota narrowly escaped capture and went into hiding, driven by his unwavering dedication to the Jedi ideals and his determination to resist the Emperor's tyranny. Despite the loss of his sight during a confrontation with Darth Vader, Kota continued to train in the ways of the Force, honing his other senses to compensate for his blindness. In his quest to oppose the Empire, Kota formed the Militia of the Jedi, a group of like-minded individuals dedicated to resisting Imperial oppression and preserving the Jedi way. Under his leadership, the militia carried out daring missions against Imperial targets, striking fear into the hearts of the Emperor's agents. Kota's story is one of defiance and redemption, as he transformed from a fallen Jedi Master consumed by anger and vengeance into a beacon of hope for the oppressed. Number 2. Quinlan Vos. Quinlan Vos, a skilled and enigmatic Jedi, managed to evade the devastating effects of Order 66 by utilizing his unique talents and cunning. Renowned for his unorthodox methods and exceptional skills in tracking and combat, Vos survived the initial purge by going deep undercover within the criminal underworld. Embracing his undercover persona as a smuggler and bounty hunter, he navigated the treacherous underworld of the galaxy while secretly aiding the fledgling rebellion against the Empire. Despite the allure of the dark side and the challenges of maintaining his cover, Vos remained steadfast in his commitment to the Jedi ideals and his desire to bring about the downfall of the Sith. His journey was fraught with danger and moral ambiguity, as he walked a fine line between light and dark, seeking redemption for his past mistakes. Eventually, Vos resurfaced as a key figure in the Rebel Alliance, using his unique skills and insider knowledge to strike decisive blows against the Empire. Number 1. Vazo Tamaz. Vazo Tamaz was a Jedi Knight who narrowly escaped the clutches of Order 66 by going into hiding and adopting a new identity. Faced with the sudden betrayal of the clone troopers he once fought alongside, Tamaz fled to the remote planet of Lothal, where he sought refuge among the local populace. Disguising himself as a humble farmer, he suppressed his connection to the Force to avoid detection by the Empire's Inquisitors, who relentlessly hunted down surviving Jedi across the galaxy. Despite his efforts to remain inconspicuous, Tamaz could not escape the call of duty that came with his Jedi heritage. When the oppressive grip of the Empire tightened around Lothal and its people, Tamaz could no longer stand idly by. Drawing upon his Jedi training and the support of newfound allies, he emerged from hiding to lead a resistance movement against Imperial tyranny. And there you have it, folks, our top 10 Jedi survivors of Order 66 Part 3. Which Jedi's story inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic Star Wars content. May the Force be with you.